Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is the finale. I was getting pretty tired towards on the last video, so hopefully I can survive this last unboxing. It was a pretty long haul to go through all 10 videos, but this one should be fun. It should be a great video. Some really amazing books in this one. We're going to start out with my heritage auctions. So every so often I'll bid on heritage auctions, and every so often I'll win. And basically I just collect all the books at Heritage, and every so often I'll forward them off to my Stackry account. Well, I haven't really been winning that much with Heritage. I've been winning like maybe one book a week or something like that, like very rarely. And it's just, I will be lucky on a really like low bid. And so these books are good books, but I got them for good prices. And that's the best way to get them. So yeah, let's start out with this first one. And this was not cheap. This was a big book, actually. This one, I did get it for a good price, though. This is Air Fighters #2. This is such a big book. I love starting out with a big book. So this is just a major key for Air Fighters. Air Fighters #1 isn't as big of a book as this one, actually. So Air Fighters #2 has the first appearances of pretty much all the major characters for Airboy. So it has Airboy, obviously, his first appearance in this one. And then it has Iron Ace, Black Angel, okay? And it also has Skywolf, first appearance, and the Flying Dutchman. And it's a classic World War II cover with this Jap being shot down by Airboy. So it says, 10 cents only 10 cents, nothing like it. And you got Airboy on the cover, and he's shooting down this Japanese guy, and blood spewing from his mouth. Really great classic cover. And it says, "Who is Airboy? He's what you've waited for. See inside." You know, just a great cover. It is restored. It's a 2.0. It's got slate to moderate restoration, cream to off-white pages. The restoration includes small amount of color touch on cover pieces added to the cover. So I'll show you what they're referring to. There's like a little bit of tape that was used to keep keep the cover from falling apart. So there's a little piece there, and there's a little piece up here where there was the cover reattached with some glue. So yeah, that's basically it. But you know, even if those were removed, it'd still get a 2.0, probably blue label at that point. But I got this for, I think it was like $300. It's a pretty good price. So I was quite happy with that. And I liked to get, the reason actually I got interested in this book in the first place was not because of Airboy. It was actually because of Black Angel. And there's a really great, you have to look it up, but there's a really great cover with Black Angel done by Dave Stevens. And I fell in love with that cover. I just really loved it. It's her standing up against this big swastika in the background. And it's just, she looks really sexy. It's a really great cover. So I wanted to get her first appearance. And this is her first appearance in this book. So Black Angel, first appearance. So just a cool book. Origin and first appearance of Airboy. So just a major book to get in my collection. So I was quite excited about that one. Okay, so what's next? So that's the first one from Heritage. So as I said, I did win a few things, but you know, a few cool books here and there from Heritage. This is like over the period, like maybe 3-4 months worth of wins. Okay, so these next books are kind of interesting. This is an Al Feldstein one. This is actually a pretty sought after book. This is Modern Love. Can I take it out without, or is that just right? Yeah, it's right into the comic. Okay, so I can't take it out. But this is Modern Love, an Al Feldstein cover. And it's basically a like a book by Fox feature, I believe. Is it Fox? I'm pretty sure it's Fox. No, it's EC Comics. Sorry, EC Comics. But it's supposed to be like basically Al Felstein sort of, and I think Vincent Fox or Victor Fox, I should say. And I think it's like something like that where there some situation where he's kind of referencing the publisher. And just kind of an interesting book. Oh, okay. So it's a interesting book. It is restored. It says apparent, and it's a 2.0. But actually it looks quite solid, so I'm quite happy with it. Okay, so that's that one. Another really cool book, another raw, is this one, Lady Luck. Lady Luck is a series that I'm trying to get the complete run of. It only lasted a few issues, but this is Lady Luck number 87. It's a really cool book. And Lady Luck had some really great artwork inside. Just, you know, like very great good girl art covers, art panels, I should say, and covers as well. So just a really great one. This is a fine minus, so that'd be like a 5.5. Just a really great one. I just really enjoy this cover. So, Lady Luck, number 87. Now, even though it says 87, really Lady Luck started only a couple issues earlier. Before that, it was called Smash Comics. So, yeah. So that's Lady Luck, number 87. Okay, next is some more slabs. So another restored comics. I buy a lot of restored books. Okay, usually get good deals on them. So this is Captain Arrow Comics number 17. I got this. I think I've got almost like the cost of the slab on this one. I think it was like $50 or something. I was surprised when I won it. I was like, oh, okay, if I win it, sure. This is LB Cole cover, and I like these covers where there's like fire or like these kind of crazy flames. It's just I think it's a really great LB Cole cover. A very underrated one, because if I can pick it up for $15, or not $50, I think it was like 50 something. Yeah, so it's it says Miss Victory appearance, LB Cole cover, and yeah. So the restoration includes small amount of color touch on the cover, small amount of glue on interior, tear seals to cover. So slight C1. So, but still, presents really well. It's, you know, you can see where they taped on the back. So that's where maybe, yeah, a little bit of restoration going on there. So yeah, just a really nice one. I kind of was happy to win that for a great price. So, that is Captain Arrow. One sec here. I'm trying to get back in the bag. Captain Arrow number 17. And what else? There's some more from Heritage. Okay. Okay, the next one. Oh, this is a major book. I forgot that I had so many major books from Heritage. But I got this one again. Really great price on it. This is Crack Comics, and this is actually the first appearance of Captain Triumph. So it says origin and first appearance of Captain Triumph, Lance Gallant, from 1943. So Captain Triumph is actually a really interesting character. One that I think they should really do something with. Basically, he has this like tattoo, or not tattoo, but birthmark. And he was like a twin, but his brother died. But when he presses on this tattoo, or not tattoo, birthmark, he gets his twin brother gives him powers basically. And it's really kind of an interesting concept. So yeah, so it's yeah, just a really great book. 1943, and reasonably good grade, like a 4.5. Captain Triumph, and I got it for a great price. So that was, I think it was like a couple $100, so not bad. Every time I tried to bid on it on eBay, it was always going up really crazy. So I was happy to get it for a much better price on Heritage Auctions. Okay, next one. This is a really cool cover. This has so much going for it. So this is Big Shot Comics number 32. And that's like I think that's Joe Palooka. And it's it says Hitler, Tojo, and Mussolini cover. So we got basically those punching bags, Hitler and Mussolini, and then you got a little Chinese guy, and he's like jumping on Tojo. So it's just a really great cover. Look, Yoo-ho, right there in the Fuhrer's face. So punching Hitler on the cover is always a good one. So yeah, so just I thought this was such a great cover. So 3.5, not bad. And who did the cover? Ogden and Whitney. Wow. Okay. So interesting cover. Is it really his cover? Interesting. So yeah, Big Shot number 32. Nice war propaganda cover. Yeah. Okay, so what's next? One more book from Heritage. And this was another one I got for a really great price, actually. I think it was like almost the opening bid kind of level. It's really affordable. They double bagged it. I'll put that somewhere else. Let me see if I can get this one out. This one, I don't know, maybe there was a warehouse find or something, but I always see this book and it's always very cheap. It's Sparkler number 37. And I thought it was just a really great underwater cover. But every time I see this book, always goes for a very inexpensive price. This was under $100 for a 4.5 too. I think it's a great cover. I like shark covers, and I like, you know, these underwater covers. It's a Tarzan cover. I don't know, I think it's a really great one. I think there's something weird about this book where there's like different interiors or something. I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember the details about it. But Sparkler number 37, really great shark underwater cover. So yeah, fun stuff. Does it have any notes? No notes. Okay. Just a really cool one. And those were my Heritage auction wins the last 2 months. Okay. And then, let's see what else we got here. So there's still more. Actually, we're about halfway. About halfway. That was just the Heritage auction part. Okay. Oh, another Uncle Scrooge book. This one's a really cool one. So I did a video where somebody asked me, what is my favorite Uncle Scrooge story? And I told them the story of Uncle Scrooge and the second richest man, or second richest duck, I should say. And it's just it's a really cool story. It's a classic story. And it was in this book that story is told. This is Uncle Scrooge number 15. And this is also the first appearance of Flint Heart Glumgold. Yeah. And first appearance of Gyro's Helper. So a lot of cool first appearances in this book. You know, Glumgold is Uncle Scrooge's like nemesis, I guess, and just a really cool book. And I got a nice high grade too, 6.5. So I was quite excited to get this one. So actually, after I did my video recording, I was like, I gotta get this book. It's like a key book for me. Have to get it in my collection. So I decided to go out and buy it. So this is a Uncle Scrooge number 15, 1956. So just a really great book. Okay, next one. Oh, there's a bunch of slabs in one bag. Okay, let's see. Oh, interesting. What is this? Okay. Very interesting. Okay, so this next one is actually a very cool thing. I forgot that this was coming as well. This is Ultimate Fallout number 1. Or is it number 1? No, number 4. I was saying number 1. Ultimate Fallout number 4, which is the first appearance of Miles Morales. But this is actually not the first print, it's the second print. The cool thing about the second print compared to the first print of Ultimate Fallout number 4, which is a major key, is that in the first print, the banner goes through his face, so you can't see Miles Morales. In the second print, they actually show Miles Morales. Like, you can actually see his face, sort of. He's kind of looking down, but you can see him. It says, first appearance of the new Spider-Man, Miles Morales, second printing. So yeah, Mark Bagley cover. So, or Mike Bagley. Yeah, it should be Mike. Or is it Mark? Yeah, Mark Bagley. Yeah, Mark Bagley. Okay, so yeah, Mark Bagley cover. And just a really cool book. I actually have the first print of it, but I wanted to get the second print just because it does reveal his face. So this is a really cool book. And so Ultimate Fallout number 4. First full cover appearance of Miles Morales. So that's kind of interesting. Next book is one that I don't remember ordering, but it was with this one. It's Vault of Spiders. And I believe this is the first appearance of Spider Bite, or one of those kind of characters, which is this character right here. I actually do remember ordering this. I didn't realize it was a slab though, actually. So yeah, this is Vault of Spiders number 1. I think it's first appearance of Spider Bite, which is this character, which is sort of like a character that uses the web, which is appropriate for a spider character, but the internet, I should say. So yeah, so part of Across the Spider-Verse, she was in that movie as well. So just a interesting comic. If you're into your multiverse of Spider-Man characters, you know, it's kind of a cool one. You even got Spider Horse, which is interesting. Yeah, just all these different spider characters. Okay, this next one's really interesting because it comes with a bit of art. I don't know what this is. I'm not sure what's going on here. What is this? This is very odd. Okay, so it comes with this picture. I don't know what little picture. And it says, thank you, Alan, from Raymond J. It's just like this weird little boy with a goat, or not goat, lamb. And then, yeah, just very strange. I don't know what this is. But the comic is cool. And basically, we get this one, where it's Uncle Scrooge number 296, which is after the issue that I showed earlier. In one of the, I think it's either, I think I either showed it in this one or, yeah, I showed it in the previous part where it was one of the banned comics. This is actually the next in the series after the one that was banned. And I've been just trying to collect the whole series, and they had this one for a really great price. Basically, cost of the slab. I think it was a little bit more. It was like, I think it was like $40 or $50. But I thought that was still a great price. It's a 9.4. It's not perfect. It's not like the 9.8 or anything like that, but it is still a nice. It is a nice one, and it's a Christmas cover. Really great Christmas cover with the Beagle Boys and Uncle Scrooge, and it's the year 1947. So it's gradually the story is like a historical arc for Uncle Scrooge. It's a really cool book. So it's a Don Rosa cover as well. Okay, but I don't know why it came with these things. It's very strange. Okay. All right, next one. Let's see if I can get this out. Oh, this is really cool. I really like this one. Put this over there too. Okay, so this is a Ripley's Believe It or Not #1. This is the very first Ripley's Believe It or Not comic. I grew up reading Ripley's Believe It or Not. I actually went to the Ripley's Believe It or Not museum in Tallahassee, Florida. I forced my family to go an extra like 2 hours. I think it was like out of Orlando just to go to the Ripley's Believe It or Not museum, which is made out of corn or rice or something like that. It's like a really weird building, and I really wanted to see it because I love factoids. I love, two-headed animals and all these kind of weird, could it be true? Or they had like the mermaid one, it's like, is it a mermaid or is it a monkey that's been put inside a fish or something? It's like all these weird things. So I always liked that. I always thought they were curious. Like when I was a kid, I was not a strong reader. I was very bad at reading. And the thing I liked about Ripley's Believe It or Not was you could read, they would show pictures and then have like just a few lines of text. So it was very easy to get the gist of what you were seeing and like learn the little factoid. So I liked that. Yeah, I really thought this was a cool book to get. Finally get the very first Ripley's Believe It or Not comic. So this is from 1953, and it's Bob Powell, who did like he also did what's it called? He did a bunch of Golden Age stuff, and wow, why can't I see? Howard Nostrand art. I couldn't read it; it's just too small. So yeah, just really cool. Ripley's Believe It or Not. And yeah, I'm just kind of excited to get that one. So that's really cool. Okay, so I showed another previously, just a few seconds ago, I showed a Big Shot comic. Well, here's another Big Shot comic, and it's another one where Hitler is getting punched in the face again. This time he's going Hail Hitler, and he's doing a Nazi salute, but with a fist. And he's punching Hitler right in the jaw. So it's really great one. And you get Mussolini and Tojo getting kind of hit as well, all in one punch. So this is Big Shot Comics #28. And it's like a Hitler, Mussolini, Tojo cover from Booty Rogers. And Booty Rogers also did Babe, which is a series I enjoy. And yeah, I just think this one's quite great. So it's great to have like a couple. There's actually 3 or 4, like maybe 4 or 5 Hitler covers in Big Shot. So it actually had a lot of these kind of like war-related covers that were kind of fun. I'm not sure who this guy is that's hitting him. Maybe this is no, Rocky Ryan. I don't know. I'm not sure who this boy is. It's not. Normally it's like Joe Palooka, but this it doesn't look like Joe Palooka. So I'm not sure who he is, but I think it's really interesting. I like the fact that Hitler even has like a little Nazi tie and stuff. It's just, I think it's really great. And he looks really goofy. I like when they make Hitler look really goofy. So yeah, it's a good one. And next, we got a really great one. This is Buddy's U.S. Army, number 2. I think I showed number 1 in a previous unboxing. I have a pretty good collection of Buddy's U.S. Army. I think there's only like 3 or 4 books in the run. So yeah, so this is Buddies of the U.S. Army. Buddies in the U.S. Army number 2 from Avon from 1953. And I like this one because you got this kind of nice good girl art cover, and you got these 2 guys fighting over her. In the other one, that it's like sort of a wimpy guy with the good girl, and everyone's like wondering how he got her. So I think it's kind of a cool one. So this is Buddies in the U.S. Army number 2. Really cool. Fighting Guys and Fabulous Gals. Again, very similar to some of the other books I showed, where it's humor, military, good girl combinations. So I think that was kind of fun. And the last book, but really great one to finish off, and it's actually a really low grade, but it's, I don't know, I think they were a little harsh on the grading for this one, but it's Richie Rich's first cover appearance. So this is Little Dot number 6, which is the very first time you see Richie Rich on the cover. Right there. It's also Little Lotta's first cover appearance too. It doesn't, I don't know if it says that, but it doesn't say it. But it is. It's both of their first cover appearance, which is a big deal. So for me, it's the completion of the Richie Rich major books. So you have to get Richie Rich number 1, you got to get Little Dot number 1, which is his first appearance, and you have to get Harvey Comics like number 5, which is the first time it's a Richie Rich title. Okay, so those books, getting them all, and this one means that I have the complete major key books for Richie Rich. So yeah, I was just quite excited to get this one. I like getting those first cover appearances. I know this is a 0.5, but the reason it's a 0.5 is there's a little piece, like a large piece missing from one of the interior pages, which makes it incomplete. And what happens is you can actually decide whether you want a green label, and you get like maybe a 2 or 3 green label, or you can get the 0.5 blue label. And I guess they chose, whoever got this graded chose to go with the 0.5. Whether or not that's a good good decision or not is debatable. But this book would probably, just looking at it, like it looks like it's detached from the staples. Just looking at it, like you can see that maybe it's attached at this top staple, but definitely detached at this bottom staple. So probably would grade out at either a 2 or 2.5. I don't know if you're lucky. Which, being under a 3, they usually just automatically grade it as a 0.5 if it's missing some major piece. So very interesting one. I really am happy to finally have his first cover appearance, and it presents really well. So that's the main thing for me. I wish it was a higher grade, obviously, but I'm still happy with it. It was still expensive, even as a 0.5. The guy originally wanted $800 for it. I talked him down to $500 from my comic shop. Sadly, actually, there's one on eBay right now where the guy, it's a 1.5, and the guy wants $800 and for best offer. So I was like, maybe I should almost get that one. But yeah, I'm happy with this copy for now. So that's it for this unboxing. There was a lot of pretty cool books throughout. There's some Grail books and some really rare books that you just don't see that often. And I hope that you've enjoyed these last 10 videos. If you have, please remember to give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, well, gee, you should be subscribed to the channel. So do that. And one last thing I ask of you is if you can please go to the description of this video and click the link to the CBCA Awards, where you can vote for this channel for the best unboxing video series. So please do that. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to win. I want to get the little award. It means a lot to me because it makes me one step closer to being cool with my kids, because I can say, hey, look, I won this YouTube award. I must be somewhat cool. So that's my goal. So please help me with that goal. And thanks again for watching. Bye for now.